that what it was? Back in one sec. You have to bear with me. The business seems to be falling apart. Alright, maybe quick dig through one sec. So cheers for the follow, Big Cat 0810. Appreciate it, man. How are you doing? Is that why Battlefield? Was it delayed till November 19? Is it really delayed that long? What about beta? Isn't that when COD comes out fully? I'm sure it is, isn't it? Yeah, COD. Great. I mean, that's not great. I mean, maybe they're doing it tactically, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like the right idea to me. Oh, don't tell me that, mate. I can handle it. Ninja getting the beer. HB on Ninja. Working on a custom mouse still. So much work. It's a lot of work in it. It's absolutely nuts how much work it is to 3D CAD him. So you're making your clay model and stuff. Look pretty good, man. If you want to see it, it's on Discord. Check it out from Gunther. It's been crafting away. So I can't get the camera to work, which is absolutely driving me nuts. So I've got no weight camera. I don't understand why. I switched to an Elgato, but I had a Logitech webcam. I had a Sony DSLR originally, which wasn't working with the cam link. It was being weird. Flicked to a Logitech Brio. That was okay, not the best. Flicked to a face cam from Elgato, and now it's not even detecting today. When you're going to build a keyboard, I might build it over Christmas, just because I've got so much other stuff in like my personal life, never mind just streaming that. I think it'll just sit on the floor like everything else. I don't want to do that. But we'll see. Ninja, you never know. I might do. I still can't work out which one. I think I'll probably get a GMMK from Glorious Pro, but don't know yet. Parts won't come till Xmas. Okay. So should I just get it anyway now and then wait? Is that what you're telling me? Did you update the firmware on the DSLR? No, it wasn't the firmware. I didn't update it though. It's pretty old. Well, it's not that old actually, but we'll see. It's one of those things, mate. Like some things work and then some things just want to be a pain in the ass. 2 years. 2 years. Yikes. Maybe I'll have to get it so it's ready then. Basilisk looks so darn comfortable. Yeah, I've got the hyperspeed. I didn't get the ultimate yet, so maybe we'll take that one apart later. So this is one I found on my floor. So I think I got it cheap on Amazon's Amazon sale. I think I paid like 30 quid for it. Hey Denty, welcome sir. Good to see you anyway. I had to update my Canon SD. 7D, sorry, SD. What do you have? Okay, I'll have a think then, Ninja. Maybe. It was working fine. It used to be like really good focus, and then it just seemed to just stop. So, right, my Elgato was supposed to be working now. Originally, so look. Ta-da! No. Oh, welcome. That's Denty. Never get the old notify. You triggered it now. Is it because I'm on Twitch? You mean? Is that why? I was on YouTube and I put it up for vote. People said go on Twitch because I've been streaming on both for years, multi-streaming, but it just became more problem. Beta still meant to be on 20 seconds at October. Carrot for Battlefield. Okay, nice. Right, give me 2 seconds and then we'll get going. Just want to try this cam one more time. This month, okay, September. Okay. I see. Should be pretty sweet. What do you reckon this hyper? What's Basilisk going to be like inside? I haven't looked inside one yet. It says a durable for the durability up to 50 million clicks. Can't imagine what they're going to be. And then we've got long battery life. It uses a AA this one. I thought it was going to be. It must be built in on the Ultimate. I really looked at him. It's open beat as well. Sweet. Right, 2 seconds. This camera ain't gonna come on, is it? Tells me it's on, but it's not on. I just have to leave it to. Okay, let's rock and roll then. We're gonna have to bust out the scales on the old paddy instead. And finally got fibre now. Nice. 30 meg to 600. Now you don't mind when people drop massive updates, mate. Definitely. Remember life before ADSL, mate. Never mind fibre. Remember life in a 56k modem was a good upgrade. And then came like 512 internet. Oh my days! You had to wait 2 hours to get an MP3. Get Energizer battery. Nice. Can't get it out. Your first game was in a 56k modem? Oh yeah, mine was. Well, 33.6. I was playing Battlezone, Activision on it with my mates. And then we upgraded to 56k modems. Oh yeah. Hey Kobe, welcome to see you back, mate. Welcome to see you back. Good to see you back. That's tricks. There we are then. Basilisk hyperspeed. Everyone's been wanting to see this one. Let's get the ultimate with the clutch, but see how popular this one is. People are interested. You're 1 year close to losing ADSL, is that right? Because they're going to switch it out where you live. Little dongle, nice. I feel like we're going to have technical issues tonight. You get a AA slot in the back. Doesn't feel too heavy without a battery in it. I don't like on my scales like this. This is painful. Technology has failed me. Let's see if we can get it. What's that? Let's see if we can get it up and running this camera. I'm trying to delete the scene or something. Give me a second. I feel like we need it. Just a better shot. Yeah, they've been using the same ones, haven't they? These are 50mm, gotta be. In honesty, I feel okay. Not feeling terrible. crash, I'll be back. No, don't want to restart. Don't like the Viper buttons. She's sending back a button, a Rochi, okay. Broke the Orochi, or the Orochi broke. Wait, I swapped to the Orochi more. Yes. Brought back from the dead. Not just a pretty face with a beard. Yeah, every game's probably delayed, mate, because of COVID, I reckon. Got to cut them some slack this year. We reckon, anyway. Right, without batteries, is what it weighs. Well, get away with your fucking overexposure. 84G. I need to get a battery now. So. It's gonna be heavy with this. But we're gonna use the stock battery because it just feels wrong if we tweak it. Use a AAA mod in this though. A bit like G305 ones. Yeah, 110's not bad. It's going to be that, probably the AA in it though. Let's try it out. I feel like with a few battery mods and stuff, we could get this pretty low. It's definitely lower than a 305. 502, G502. Right, let's see what this battery weighs. Do you reckon 20 grams? That is so freaking. My life. Hang on. Gotta turn down this blinding contrast for some reason. Yeah, what's the bet for the weight? What do you reckon we're gonna get this down to with the battery in it? Though we'll call it. You can pick with a battery and without a battery. It's up to you. What we reckon with a battery or without a battery? Lost all my settings. Yeah. One day I'll get this camera right. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm 23. High 70s. What did it weigh? Is it 89? 84. Yeah, I think probably mid to late 70s. It's horrible. I can never get this camera looking good. I think it's adjusting my contrast on the fly now just to annoy me. I've got automatic contrast as well because we've reset it. So with the battery, we're looking at 107 grams with the battery. It's pretty heavy. Uh, 20 subs if you get it below 68. Alright, okay, 20. Below 20. Below 68. Do you have to keep the rubber on the sides? I don't really want to take the rubber off, to be fair, because it absolutely drives me nuts. It's got a hard, this one's got a hard sensor skate as well, like the Viper Mini. Does that include the black back panel as well? We've got to set the rules up. Because this back panel will lose about, it's got to be 5 grams at least. Yeah. Let's take it to pieces then. It does feel considerably light, given like the G305 and stuff. Hasn't got an infinity scroll though. It's got the same wheel as a Viper. The first screw is uncovered. Now, where do I put my caliper? I've been prepared. Given tonight's start, probably not. Nope, we go get it, one sec. My dads. Still not found anything yet. For Final Mouse Air 58 SLT file, which creator did you get / buy it from? It's free, the Air 58 on Etsy, mate, from I forgot. Zorcirus. Just put it on there free. If you find my video of it, it's in there, the link for it. But it's a free one. Gave it away. It's like 25p or something like that for the commission on Etsy for the sale. These look quite thin. 0.6. Got some thin skates. Leave that for a sec. We'll weigh them up. So these all tear it down, and then we will mod it. You definitely want to change these skates straight off the bat, I would say. If you remind me on Twitter, Dempsey, I'll send you the link. No screw on that side, which is good. They're all different shapes though, which is a bit of a shame. I'll have to measure each one. I'm guessing 2 screws at the front. Just gonna do the gas here. No? Okay. Maybe just 1 screw on this basilisk. Nice. I'll make a refreshing change. Similar. So you playing Battlefield and Carrot? Coming for Asti. Stuck to my fingers. At least the skates are easy to remove on this. A SkyPad review video is about to drop. Hopefully that should be tomorrow. I've completed all my charts and stuff for glide tests. Took me a while. Just ready to rock and roll. There you go. Cheers, Ninja. Right, sort the old way. My days. A rough night. Under a gram. That's pretty light for skates. Pretty small though. That'll do. Right, it's a standard Viper screw. I can't remember what it's called. We'll find out in a sec. It's like a little dome. Oh. I have lost one of my screwdrivers, which is a bit of a problem, which fits this. Oh, we're good. It's a T6, this one. No, it's disappeared too, because like I've only got the area that I'm in here that I could have gone to. Did you see the new Steel Series mouse? It was that T6. Oh, hang on. Flip the camera. Focus. Come on. Get focused. All the best. Technology is failing me tonight. I can feel it already. So any other mouse revelations anyone's noticing coming out soon? Oh yeah, the black ice paint job. It's pretty nice that. Right, so assuming now it's just gonna have a few clips down the side, which I can let it pop open. You know. Something's holding it together. I don't think there's any screws under the label. Alright, let's take the label off just to make sure. Buy label. This label's definitely worth probably nearly a gram. Oh, there's 2 screws. There you go. Sneaky. Thought it was being held down a bit. Oh, it's 3 screws. So you got 1 on the rear and then 3 on the. Why didn't you put the other one in the base? Like, why put it so you got to take the feet off? Why do that? Why make it so you got to take 1 skate off and not just put it like even 3 of those will hold it together? Crazy. Even a screwdriver, this is awkward to unscrew with no actual screwdriver to do it for me. I know, I don't get it. It makes no sense. Thought 1 was a bit unusual for a reason. Oh yeah, cats walk past Artemis there, that is. Got a cat flapping around the door so I can have a door shut so the missus don't kick off when it's late at night and I'm chatting or streaming or whatever. And they can come in and out now, so I don't have to have the door open or shut, which then they start to panic, so they'll come in and then I'll shut the door and then they'll panic and they'll go out, and then when I shut the door and they're outside they start banging on the door, so I have to let them back in, and now they're just coming out the cat flap. The only bad side is I've got to have the windows shut. She's trying to get out the window now, which I'm quite high up, so she'll probably drop about 8 foot. Well, not 8 foot, very high. Yeah. By 8 foot, I mean about 40 foot. Right, just shut the window now, she can't jump out. Aircon's getting installed in the next month. Oh my days, I need it. Can't want to go Fight Club. Past my bedtime, should be. It's always past my bedtime, mate. Ooh, we got a different encoder. Exciting. That's what she looks like inside. Fine night in the car park with the cats. There were a few foxes fighting and stuff. They sometimes fight. They're generally pretty good. She'll start chasing moths around soon. I know aircon in Britain, mate, exactly. It's 30 degrees in here normally. And in the because it's summer at the minute and it's south facing, the sun goes on and gets to about 42. That's how hot it is. Oh, they're not 50mm ROMs, they're kale green dots. Well. It felt a bit better. I said it felt alright. And then it's got a 10mm or 16mm. That might be a 16mm TTC blue top encoder. Not seen that one before. And they have some high side switches. So, hang on, I've got a cat in front of me now. We're talking Celsius, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I die, yeah, it's hot. When you got to try and work as well. It's a bit hot, mate. It's about 15 degrees hotter up here than the rest of the house. What? Hello, streaming. Should we see how much you weigh? Okay, I'm chewing on my cable ties. Is it hard to mod the 305 to support a G675 battery? No, Kobe, I've done a video on that, mate. It's the same as the LR44. It's the same connector, so you can just pick either the 675, which is what I put in it, or the LR44, which is lighter slightly, but the battery life's much better on the 675. Help me face. Right. So what's interesting already, I can tell they got their riveted DPI, riveted main buttons. Side buttons are okay though, they look a direct copy of the Viper but slightly longer, I would say. More curved, so they're similar design but they're not direct replacement. Looks like the battery compartment's part of the shell, which it is. I mean, there isn't much in there to take out. You're going to have to trim out the battery compartment. It's pretty bare, to be fair. USB holder. Could maybe drop the rear magnet off, which is that one, which is a back plate. You might want to keep that there and take those two out instead. There isn't much in there. I mean, we can try and take out the power. Is that a DPI switch? Yeah. I mean, to tear it down, you're going to have to desolder these, so we can't do that yet. I mean, that's it. Et voila. Everything's been extended though. So they've extended the scroll wheel, extended the DPI, extended the side buttons. It's got a massive encoder. And the only thing they haven't extended is the front buttons, switches, DPI button, yeah, we'll take it out, man. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws on the PCB, and then the old plastic cover on the sensor. I can't understand why it's so heavy. There's nothing in it. It must be the rubber, because there isn't that much in it. It should be fairly light. We can just see what the Ultimate's like. We have to get it now so we can take it apart and say, see, now it's gone dark. Look. Fucking Elgato Auto freaking ISO, my ass. Thick plastic. Yeah, the base is pretty thick. Have a look. It'll be the rubber probably in there. Maybe a slightly thick base, we'll see. Hey, give me, pal. Not bad, mate. We're just taking it apart at the minute, so you don't miss too much. Start a bit later. Yeah, Bluetooth TC encoder. It looks like a 16mm one, which I've not seen on a mouse before. And it's got Kale, it's like GM4 customs in it as well, which is interesting. So these have been out before they went in the Orochi. Because I've had this quite a while. There's must be another screw, I think. Just taking a look now. Standard bit of tape. As usual, no registration. Why can't this come out? It looks quite a basic build, like Razor, which is good. Right, okay, I know why. So the final 2 screws are on here, like the Viper. So it's got 3 different screw types in it. Nice. Standard power button. Come on, focus me. Don't let me down today. What else we got? The usual diffuser. That's what you call them. I don't really know what you call these. These sensors at the bottom. What sensor is this one rocking? Is it a 3339? 3359? Or has it got the 3389 in it? Never let me check. Right, it's got 25% faster transmission for your wireless. It's got the 5G optical sensor, so that's the 3389, or whichever one they've got custom for the wireless. Which won't be the 3389, 3370 maybe. Here's what the base looks like. 3370, there you go. Not a fan of the tape still. There's quite a bit in there. Semi-thick. Probably a bit in it. That's how heavy it is. About 15 maybe? Oof, close. Wait for a new keep. Nice. What are you getting, man? So, pretty much a Viper scroll wheel. It feels like it just looks a little bit bigger. Looks a bit expanded, that one, to a normal Viper one. It's a bit more beefy. No one's at that level of DPI, mate. Most people are using 1600 just because it's got a bit less latency, don't they reckon? But yeah, no one's using it. This is definitely a bigger one. Kept the same style, but increased the size of it. Yeah, this is massive compared. Look at that. It's the big ring. Using 1600 now, Ninja. Do you reckon you notice the difference? Still 800. Or is it just more you're interested to see? $20,000. Is that when you want to give yourself a challenge? Or are you on like a micro mouse pad? Right. Looks like they've just got the standard Viper wheel and just scaled it up in CAD. This beast. Not much to it. Pretty much it. We can't do much more. Yeah, 16mm TTC encoder as a PCB. Can I remember the name of them switches? You remember them? These are the D, I think. Yeah, you definitely trim out some of that side button mount plastic. I just like that bit's cut an angle between my camera, the way I'm holding it maybe. Yeah, they reinforce, like they got these really long pinned switches that are custom, so nightmare to replace. And then this plastic, oops, and then this plastic capping around it, which you can trim out quite a lot. I've done it on a few of the mice, so we shouldn't have any problems doing that. That's it. There's the Basilisk Hyperspeed tone down. Anyway, there's not much else to it. That's it. Ow, I'm just headbutting my light on my mic. Bear with me a sec. Picture. Nah, not worth it, mate. It's too much hassle. I don't think you'd even save anything. I don't know.
I just want to go back.
Like everything seems custom to this Basilisk. Gotta be honest. More custom than you think. He stepped up to 800 now, Gunther, from 400. I don't know. What does the QR say? Let's have a look. It's usually just part numbers. Yeah, there you go. It's exciting, mate. They never seem to go anywhere. Right, well, that's it really. I mean, you can't really even do like a basic weight reduction on it because we're going to take off the label, rear panel, battery. Do battery mod on it, I guess. Should I do a battery mod on it, or do you want to see a weight reduction without that? I guess could do one and a weight reduction together, I guess. Do the battery first. battery and holes. The base is going to be fucking getting it. The base is definitely going to be getting it, mate. That's where the most of the weight's going to come out of. We can maybe trim out some out the top, but it's going to be a little bit tricky, this one. Maybe the ultimate's going to be a bit better. You want the old Swiss cheese on this one, okay. Try and take the rubber off. That's an absolute nightmare. Let's get that rubber off. We'll get a good grip after. You can get them off the the rubber. I've done it before on a Viper and on a G305, but it's painful. So we could try and. One of the problems we've got is these are plastic rivet on these buttons, so we could break the rivet and then I can probably mod the shell a bit better. Or I can probably just mod it from underneath. There's like some struts, you see them? See them there. Get away with a AAA in it. What's that? We got AAA. Right, so we can try. I haven't got a tinfoil in the house, and it's because I have my house renovated, so I literally don't have a kitchen. So we've got AA in a, also AAA in a little container, which actually weighs. Let me show you before that. So what's the total weight of this one? It's 107 with the battery in it, and I think 84 without it. So that's quite a difference from the stock one. Easy mod. Battery compartment. You can use tinfoil, which is about a gram, so you probably get it down to about 8 because they're quite heavy. I don't have any. Eat potatoes. So it's pretty bad together, but let's leave off, well, as much as we can, I guess. A non-destructive mod, and then we'll do something a bit more exciting with it. You wake at 6 AM. See you later, Ninja. It's an early start, my friend. And we'll try a battery mod it. We'll put an LR44 hold and use either an LR44. You could use a 675 in it if you wanted. Drop some screws out. We'll come back and mod it more destructed. No games to play for 2 months. And well, the beat's coming out, innit? You got a COD beater, mate. That's part of my map. I'm stuck, right? I I don't know what to play. So I'm playing a bit of that Split Gate, which Lowy might play on the weekend. We just played Aliens Firestorm. That was pretty good. Bit disappointing at the end. I think I've got a LR44 dual one somewhere, actually, converter. I've seen the tube one. Someone made a, maybe Piranha, someone made a good mod for that. I can't remember. Was it you, mate? Was it you, Guns, that did the converter? I can't remember. My USB-C cell is 7 grams. AA, of course. Yeah, okay, could use that. Got one somewhere. That's 7. Yeah, what's the chargeable one is on set? I don't know. Is a rechargeable, but it'd be about 8 grams with tinfoil and a AAA. It's a bit heavier. So let's have a look. But yeah, you can use the dual LR44 mod as well. What do you think about the Basilisk V3, Bob? It's okay. Be alright, $33.89 or $33.99. Should be okay. If you want a lighter weight G305, then the Basilisk's probably the way to go. Right. You're not getting much out of this, to be honest. 84 grams stock. You're not going to be far off that without damaging it. Go for a long ride in a tornado. Being chased by Bill. I can understand that, mate. I just can't help myself. I'll put the screws at the front so we can adjust the tension. Probably leave one screw in, actually. Probably put 2 in the front so you don't get a bit of pre-travel in the switch. The back just lift up a little bit. You can see that. Alright, I mean, there's not much to this, surprisingly. I thought it was going to be a bit more, gotta be honest. So without the back on, I'll put the back on first. It was 84 before, so now it's going to weigh, what, 83? 82. You got 2 grams off it. I mean, it's not even using the skates, so it's about 83 because there's no skates on it. Take the rear panel off, you lose 5 grams, but you're still 76 there, probably. Still up to 87, 88. Rear plate on it, plus another gram for the skates. You're down to 95 from 107. Yeah, kind of getting down lower, but I took 10 grams off it with a battery conversion, I guess. Maybe a bit lower. Should use tinfoil to get some. Use tinfoil, it's at 95. You probably get out to 91 grams of tinfoil, maybe. I would say, without actually having to damage it. You don't mind pulling the label off because the label's a gram. That's it, right? So I'm going to be a bit more destructive, I think. Whereas he didn't leave as much meat on the bone to play with there. Waiting for a 502 Lightspeed 6 gram mod. Well, I've done a 60 gram G502 wired, which is even lighter, and you had to chop so much out of it. You basically barely had a set of mains left, that was it. That's how much weight you had to take out of it. Yeah, I think we're going for the battery compartment and the LR44, mate. I think you're right. I think it's the way we're going to have to go. So I mean, but now we've got to go for the more destructive one, which is basically, let's do the LR44. Alrighty. Score goes burr. Yep, Emila's a bit of infinity score, baby. I mean, that infinity score weighs, I think, 20 grams. Just give you an idea. Give you an idea of how heavy that is. So. On the plus side, it's an easy mouse to take apart. Right, we can cut apart the casing in a minute. I'll zoom in now a little bit. Brass knuckles made of a through G502 scroll wheel. Pretty interesting, pretty tough stuff. I mean, not only did Logitech make the actual body like a tank, they made the actual scroll wheel like a tank. Get my battery on sec. These are the 675s I've been using, or I've just been using these cheaper LR44. Whoops. Need some more actually. So the difference is in the weight. 45, a 675 versus an LR44. Will be curiosity. I have checked before, I can't remember. So strange to see a sudden shift from mice being adjustable weight to basically none at all. Yep. Been adjustable for a while then. Right, here's a LR44 battery, actually. Give it a sec. Alright. Here we go. 44 or AG13 as they call them as well. Similar size, similar weight. You might as well use a 675. There you go. There's the first myth sorted. Got timed out for so many messages. How many messages you put, mate? Off a long message, yeah. I don't really get what you put in there. Your Lexus, is it? I think some of the message is missing. Something about you want to fix. If it'd be better to try to fix your oneself instead of one really likes the rest of the mouse. Not sure what you mean, dude. Or I've read it wrong. So 675 and the compartment, which is what you're gonna need, right? So that compared to like a well, any of the batteries, you see the difference. Obviously, you're gonna lose some battery power, right? You're looking at like two grams, just under, just over 2 grams. So a lot less than 7.5. With tinfoil, probably 8 or 23 grams, which is all. Perhaps someone can copy FM and make a magnesium alloy G502. I doubt it. It's a lot of manufacturing to get that magnesium even in that basic form that Final Mouse made. Do you know a fix for when mouse buttons on the razor wiggle sideways? Not really. There's a little post you can adjust. You could try and pad that out with some Mylar tape, stop it moving side to side, or you could tighten the screw at the back of it. Other than that, you're pretty stuck. Maybe RMA. It's the only thing I can see you doing, mate, is padding out the tape. There's a post that goes into like a slot in it, and then that slot, it wiggles side to side, stops that lateral movement. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? But you can pad it out so you get less movement, but otherwise you're a bit stuck. Pretty much. What do you think the next step for mice is? Or wireless? Maybe adjustable or swappable switches. That's what I'd like to see. I mean, Razer's already prepped the Viper for that. So that stuff's coming. They just haven't released it yet, but it will come. You can already interchange those optomechanicals, so they already made basically a hot swappable PCB. Interchangeable mice. Maybe. Someone made one, didn't they, on Kickstarter? I'm sure I've subscribed to it to buy one, but I never got it. It's gone bankrupt. I mean, magnetic interchangeable parts. I mean, Rocat did that a while ago, which never seemed to be popular. You can change the sensors and upgrade them to better ones, but I never really saw the point. Just put the better sensor in it. You know what I'm saying? 8K wireless maybe next, but there'll be no battery left. Right. Oh, that controller shake. Yeah, I've seen that one where it gives a bit of vibration, doesn't it? 150 grams. I mean, I always like the tactile feedback. I like the, was it Steel Series 750? I can't remember now. 700 LCD screen that had tactile feedback. Kind of like the idea of that. There's never support for it. Problem is, games never take on the support, right? So I've got a tactile feedback vest for VR and stuff, but you can wear it in normal games. But no one supports them. So it just always seems like a bit of a waste. Always too specialized. Imagine a 20 gram magnesium Razer Viper 8K. Could be nice. There's no way Razer will make a magnesium one, I don't think. You never know. It's a bit of a gimmick, magnesium. Maybe carbon fibre. Yeah, LR44 is kind of 1 day, maybe 2. Depends on the mouse. Maybe a bit less. This uses 675, you'll get 3 out of it. You're going to change them a lot, but that's the sacrifice, right? You know, depends what you want. 675 batteries are cheap, so. I have to say. Yeah, it depends. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is weird. They got like one cable. What, for the DPI? What's the point in that? We're taking that off. Alright, let's get cutting away then. family colours. I'll tell tonight I am disorganised. They're right here, don't worry. Hey, thanks for the follow, Scythe Time. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the channel. Are you enjoying it? We just started to truly mod the Basilisk, the hyperspeed version, anyway. This is going to save quite a bit of weight. What was the challenge gun for 68, did you reckon? That's the problem gun for nothing supports it, right? Same problems as most things. People release these gimmicks like 8K and stuff, but nothing seems to support it, not until it becomes really mainstream. So if mice truly do go the trend for mice is to go wireless, right? That's what people want over 8K. So they're not gonna make many of them 8K, I don't think, at the minute. It looks like. So you got these little posts here. It looks like that plate just pushes out the back. If we can get it to push out, we can probably grab it and then yoink. If you don't do this batching mod, you just have to work out the weight difference. But come on. Have you done a weight reduction mod for the Vaxi outset? Not yet. A few people have asked there, but hopefully be next. Need to do one. Done a teardown of the Ergo one a while ago. But I've not done a proper weight reduction yet. People want to see it. Most people say yay, so maybe I'll add it to the list. I think on the list at the minute we've got the Rival 3, which is probably going to be next. Looking at what people were recommending. The Nagger, everyone seems to ask, or one person is, so I was up for vote as well. And I could also ask the outset on there if people want. Water cooled mice. You seen that mouse with a fan in to keep your hand cold? Alright, this has got a bit more weight to this bit. So there's a gram if you take the metal plates out. Purely for the LED. So basically you got the LED and that's what that cable is. Well, we'll leave the DPI in first because I want to keep it looking a little bit stock, and then we'll take it out at the end. We don't need the cabling. Tried getting those super short ones. Yeah, you mean like these? Like these? So, now we can trim out most of this rear. I'll probably do the same trick we normally do. Cut out quite a lot of that rear back, I reckon. We're probably going to get quite a bit of weight out of it. You remember what the stock weight was? No, did I ever weigh the rear shell? I don't think I did I? I don't think I ever weighed the main shell, did I? Put these bits back in one side. I think I forgot. Yeah. Now we'll find out what the weight is. Yeah, I didn't weigh it. It's 41, 42, 45, 42 grams, 41 grams. It's heavy. And I realised I didn't drop out the side switch either. I did half a job, I got distracted. Yeah, let's take this weird side switches out then as well. From now. Same technique as the Viper. Half a job today. I'm waiting for when mice become your they're basically embedded into your hand. That's what I'm waiting for. Hey, glad to hear the M800K, mate. You liking it? Is what you're hoping for? I'm waiting for interchangeable side switch. Interchangeable switches. That's what we want next. I think mains anyway. These are just as hard as the normal Viper to get off. The glue, LED glue normally is. Sometimes you can push them out, but that one's glued yet. I mean, if you take it out, it's permanent because see the rivets. And the same on the rear switches, the rear buttons. Sorry, they've riveted them. A bit cheaper capability, so when you break them, you have to glue it back. Won't be as easy as you think. Use Hoanu switches? Nope, it's using Kale custom greens. There's probably Kale 4s made for Razer, which is interesting. I thought they were only in the Orochi, so obviously not. Rolling interchangeable switches, I think that's the key. So the manufacturers then can put in whatever cheap one they want, and then we can pick whatever one we want to put in it. They'll probably ship it without the switches. Yeah, Orochi got the same ones exactly. But I thought Orochi was the first one to have them, but it's not. I haven't seen anyone take apart a Basilisk yet, hence didn't expect that. It's got a 16mm encoder, which is unusual as well. Seems like they scaled everything up, so I didn't show these before. These are pretty chunky. Again, scaled up, that looks like from a Viper. This is the 30th one. This is I don't know what generation this one is. Find out in a sec. It has 2 grams in the side buttons. It'll take a little bit. This is the one. This is the hyperspeed one. So I don't know what version it is. Oops. Not an ultimate one yet. But they definitely released a few wide versions. They keep changing up. So without the side buttons, the shell weighs. There's 1.6 grams as well. I thought it was scales were broke. So 40 grams for the shell. It's quite heavy. It's the rubber on the sides. I wait for the day when websites or companies allow you to build your mouse like you can with PCs, and you can pick the components. That'd be pretty cool, which is kind of what I offer anyway to people. But it'd be nice to see other manufacturers doing it properly, so I'd have to do it. That'd be pretty cool. You made a tier list of switches yet? No, it's in the progress, like everything I've got at the minute. But quite a lot on, but I do want to do it. I need to finish my on-run video yet. I've not done it somehow. When I've had that, I'll put a comparison table on my website, but yeah, I don't know, I've not done that yet. And you can compare them all and pick and choose. I'll put some custom filtering on it so you can easily filter it and stuff to what you want. Got a lot of plans for my website, I just don't have the time to develop it at the minute. Not with my house, work and this. And never mind my own general life stuff. Busy. So, do I try and take out these switches? Is the question. But we'll get there. May I link a website with a list of available sensors? Yeah, go for it, man. So he was talking about the Viper. Was it you? Into the year of lost your name. I got a thingy, but I think you're asking. It's that little post about the Viper lateral side-to-side movement. That post there has got the same on this Basilisk. So that post stops it from wiggling side to side. You see that? And that's what you can wrap a bit of tape around. And it's probably fine if you open it up. That gap here on the shell is a little bit wider. So you can either pad out the gap on the shell, which might be the better option, but if you pad it too high on this side of it, you'll raise the switch. But yeah, you'll have a look. Yeah, that's it. your Lexus, isn't it? That's what you're looking for, man. I won't let you post. And you got to be here a bit longer, mate. Once you're here a bit more of a permanent, it'll let you post links. That's regulars post, but yeah, no worries. Right, so let's chop out some of this then. I was deciding whether I want to take out the mains. I was going to pop out the switches and see if I can trim out a bit more weight, but I don't think there's much point. I'm going to cut around all here basically. I'm going to leave these magnets in for the top part. I'm going to take out the bottom one.